Source and information on structure and operation introduction. Most of the requirements and needs of a client can be addressed without any influence or impact from the other internal or external factors like with the organization of any client activities and organization. There may be some factors that need to be identified and analyzed and determine how they will impact on the ability to hold or successful conduct any part of an event. Resources availability. The organization needs to have resources it needs to successfully run the event or parts of it, ensuring that money is not wasted on resources that are not necessary or inappropriate to the task. There are four resources can encompass physical resources, human resources, financial resources, uh, intellectual property. Physical resources. So, basically, a successful event is defined by how the appropriate operation were constructed and applied. There are factors to be identified, and first, its ability of resource, which encompass physical, human, financial resources, and intellectual property. A human resources ang atong mga tao without them of of course walay mo operate to have a successful event. And the financial resources, of course, it's talk about money. With it maybe dili siya ma successful an event if wala jud kay mga financial. And the lastly, there are power of mind which helps everyone to work having the same goal, having the initiative to work, especially if naa kay mga tao nga mga special or creative mind nga maoy motabang to have a successful event. Intellectual property, and the leader down to his members is not also a must. Requirements by organization will vary depending on the event or function being held. Common resources requirements include location, occupational health and safety or OH&S, resources, equipment. The raw materials is used to product and services. Mani ang mga nagamitan na to. Ang mga stock and supplies used to support the operation of the service. Technical equipments and software staffing. Sila ni ang maggamit sa kanang mga sound system, ang mga operation sa mga kanang gamit sa mga technical. Potential for attracting additional resources. While in many cases, one hospitality establishment may be able to host all aspects of overall function. At times, additional resources may be sought from different sources. Kinahanglan jud na to mo additional taog mga equipment to be a successful nga mga additional attracting sa mga guests. These are sources of additional resources may come from co-hosting and sponsor. Co-hosting, whereas we say co-hosting, we have to reach other businesses to help host an event or provide aspect of each business incomes or included. Ang sponsor is kinsay mo sponsor ana nga event or unsa nga sponsored by asa na nga event in this a common source of additional resources is staff. Wherein you need to additional resources like their staff kay if ever dili makaya sa ato ang mga power ang ilang staff maoy or ang atong staff maoy pangayuan og tabang labi na sa mga kulang ta sa time. Accommodation, um, kay kung dili ma-afford ang business sa accommodation, dira sa na numerous people, hotel ato siyang madaganan ana. Equipment, kasagaran sa mga gagmay or mga dagko nga business kay ang mga hinahanglan jud na sila tabang sa mga hotels for some tables, chairs, and equipments sa mga gamitonon para sa um, accommodate sa tanan. Function rooms. This is a commonly sab labi na sa mga clients nato nga nagkandak pud og event like assembly, meeting or uban pa. Gamit po na siya labi na sa mga parties, ana. If individuals hotels are part of a chain, it is not a common for hotels to help each other. It is ensure the hotel can ensure large function that cannot be hosted by competing properties. Ensure properties with the same chain are not competing with each other, and it can help to increase brand expose and revenue for more than one property. It can improve efficiently of staff and resource utilization. Recruitment agencies. Naturally, when holding a large function, the need an additional staff for short periods of time is common beside recruiting staff or drawing staff from through the use of recruitment agencies. Recruitment agencies, just like ang atong pag-need sa mga tao tanan, there are agencies nga anda mo tabang para sa magdungan ang atong mga tao nga mulihok para sa atong negosyo. Suppliers in events, there are specific skill set or them plays a key rule. It is quite common to involve supplier in their hosting of event. This includes but is not limited. Yung kag supplier, of course, it is a common sa usa ka business ang pakig-partner with suppliers. This includes wine companies for food, wine and equipment suppliers for thread and fairs. Exhibition. These venues may be called upon of large exhibition venues are required. Yung ka-exhibition, example sa mga largest just like a gym or other na nga mga Pasko or space good for conducting such large events. Ngayon po government agencies and introduce association. It becomes event there are government or any associations collaboration promoting tourism or any other local capacity. Some examples are local investment boards or investing at trade shows showcase local capacity, local government, and investing in tourism focused events.
So, in lead time and restriction, they can be more major source of frustration. It is important to understand them before placing an order. Consideration when deciding to hold an event with short notice, including the ability provide sufficient amount of meeting or event rooms, provide sufficient amount or accommodation rooms, arrange staff to coordinate an event, source sufficient food and beverage supply, source other resource, potential levels of participation and interest. So, in facial participation interest can range from minimal to full-fledged enthusiasm, means sigasig. depending on the individual's willingness to encourage. There are two key factors that will be considered. It is ability to generate sufficient participation and interest. Its ability to generate sufficient profit. So, in competitive environment, competing it's a relentless race to the top of everyone vying for the same prize. Unfortunately, it is not healthy way to live and it can lead to a lot of stress and anxiety. It is important to take a step back and remember that life is all about more than just winning. There's joy to be found in the more journey, and that's something that we should all strive for. So, in training and duration factors, for an example, in periods of high demand, a hotel will not sell a possible event space for room hire only. There will be not generate additionally revenues as well as from that space including equipment, hire food and beverage services. Consideration for demand may include but not too limited. So, in talent requirements, we need to find exceptional performer with unique energy and enthusiasm to bring a unique energy to the stage. So, we must be picky and not accept just everyone. Knowledge of the clients and their needs, cookery knowledge and skills, services knowledge and skills, product knowledge, audiovisual IT and skill set. Climate. This relates to weather may not affect many corporate seminars and meetings. It will certainly impact outdoor events such as wedding or sport events. So in access, it must be planners should be take accessibility into account when planning event as it can be difficult to guarantee that everyone who wants to attend can. This is especially true for occasions that require tickets or specially access. It is important to consider that some people may not be able to attend an venue due financial or physical restriction, regardless to their financial or physical limitations. There are types of infrastructure requirements. Power of and water supply. Most events need some power or water supply. This can be used lighting, emergency lighting, toilet, cooking and cleaning and equipment.
There are many equipments that can be used in food and beverage area. For example, in cooking equipment like ovens, stoves, microwaves, shelving, washing station, preparation and service tables. Next is the beverages equipment. Example like fridges, freezers that can also use for food and blenders, ice machines, beer kegs, and mechanism. And in food and beverage is needed by tables, chairs, crockery, cutlery, glassware, candles, service station, and service equipment. So, in an event, it is important to not cause damage to our environment or become a disturbance to local residents. The example are air conditioning, sound of an event, lighting, privacy, fencing and security, screening from public, gaze, or access. It is essential part of every event that you have at least one toilet facilities for every 300 people or more. So, in toilet facilities, it must be regularly cleaning around the sink, toilet and floors so that your bathroom will be keep feeling fresh and welcoming. In an event, it is important to have emergency services like fire, medical, police, and first aid kits. so that to prevent fatalities and injuries, reduce damage to buildings, stock, and equipment, and to protect the environment and the community, accelerate the resumptions of normal operations. Working with car and coach parking is to manage the traffic both within and around your event site. We can ensure the traffic is always flowing smoothly and ends up in the current location. This can be developed through planning and development of the overall traffic management plan for your event or disable access. You should have special places or locations for an event to make them comfortable. Signage is an essential part of an event which not only identifies an event and the key attraction locations but also provide vital information in relation to toilets, medical facilities, it sets policies and procedures and event information. Signage elements ensure that the correct development of our event and also helps our attendants to feel at ease in the venue. It is also to prevent hazard accident. From garbage bins to porta-potties, your event needs to have waste management covered, otherwise your event venue could become a wasteland in a mere matter of hours. Having a waste management plan ahead of time ensures your successful show does not become a sad cesspool. It also helps make post-event cleanup a breeze. Waste management is intended to reduce adverse effects of waste on human health, the environment, planetary resources, and aesthetics. The aim of waste management is to reduce the dangerous effects of such waste on the environment and human health. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.